Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
And the defense has been key in building this lead. They've really clamped down hard.
They've done a nice job, Steve. I think challenging every shot, a hand up on every shot.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with Parker. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. Cavaliers on D. A 12-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
Major blunder, and you're right. A terrible time for that to happen when they're trying to chip away at this deficit.
Here's Middleton. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It's stolen by Jones. Replay, just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Shumpert, no good. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
That's right, Kevin. And we heard his name arise all season long in trade rumors.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He'd shot over 40% from long range in year 2, but was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometimes in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 14.
And guys, for Shumpert, where he's got to improve is finishing around the rim. With his size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Jones checked in for Mike Miller. James against Carter-Williams. Count that one. Carter-Williams has got 7.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And they double up James. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one's good. James has got his first bucket in this one.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Smith for 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
For a team that is built around explosive shooters and natural scorers, the Cavs had a lot of issues being efficient on offense last season.
And Parker, here we go. Dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Wow, he sure can make up for that lack of size and height because of his leaping ability. With Cleveland last year, they were bottom 5 in the league in scoring efficiency. Granted, some of that had to do with the injuries they faced, but still, they've got to improve there.
Now here's James. Offensive rebound. Here's Marion. Off with the layup. Bucks leading by 16. Here's Parker. And the shot is good. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here is Smith. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He's off from 17 feet. For Cleveland, the major addition is LeBron. You saw what he can do for any offense with the way the Heat play.
Well, he was really the center of that Heat offense in terms of its efficiency. And it'll be the same in Cleveland as he gets more accustomed to playing with the guys on that roster and they get accustomed to him. There will be no more bottom-of-the-barrel finishes for them in the offensive category, that's for sure.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Perkins. And then for Milwaukee, John Henson's checked in for Pachulia. Ilyasova comes in for Parker. And Dudley subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Thompson. That's blocked. They recover it. And another shot. James. Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. And Middleton kicks to Ilyasova. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Tristan Thompson, a really nice hustle player and defender. Chance to be a double-double guy, but you know, as a former number 4 pick overall, I think expectations were probably a little too high for him. He's turned into a very solid NBA player.
O.J. Mayo is checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Carter Williams.
Oh man, they are putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Thompson, with really good length and athleticism, I still think he's developing his footwork and craftiness inside as far as understanding how to create angles to get his shot off. But he's young and there's plenty of time, and he's shown plenty of promise.
Turn it up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime bristles. Waiting on the pistol, the bizzle, and the shizzle. G's to the listen. Now, ladies, see we listen. When the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot.
For the Cavaliers, Brendan Haywood is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Perkins comes in for James. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Shumpert. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Thompson made progress on his mid-range jump shot in year 2. Then last season, Steve, he switched his shooting hand entirely.
And, you know, pretty impressive results for year 1 of the experiment. I mean, that's where you never know. He could become a much better shooter over time with that right hand. We'll see. Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Now here's Perkins. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by Dudley.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Coach. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. They're playing well, guys. They're really starting to pull away.
Yep, here at the midway point, that's exactly what's happening. The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Mayo missing again. Now Shumpert. Shoots off the step back. The offensive rebound. Here's Perkins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Kendrick Perkins at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Haywood, no good. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Bayless dishes to Henson. There's the pass to Dudley. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Amon Shumpert. It's tipped. And through the first half.